Hi guys, I'm King Miranda and for today's episode, we will have a movie review. The movie is entitled The Joy Luck Club. The purpose of this review is to share everyone the story about four Chinese women and their four very Americanized daughters, who are recent immigrants to San Francisco, who've encountered many trials in their lives. This is to show their courage and toughness despite of how terrible their life had become. So let's talk about the plot. The plot consists of man versus man genre, wherein these women struggle through their lives before they become who they are. These Chinese mothers strive to instill their American-born daughters with an understanding of their heritage, yet also attempt to save them the pain they left as girls growing up in the China. The turning point of this story is when they gather and play their weekly routine, which is Chinese Mahjong. Also when June realized that her twin sisters are still alive. That's when the flashback starts. When Jingmei learns that the women in the club are bound by mutual tales of suffering and unhappiness in their native China. The club gives them the comfort and friendship by sharing others who have lived lives like their own. When Jingmei visits the club, the women tell her that Su Yuan has twin daughters living in China. She had to abandon them many years ago during war. They also revealed that Su Yuan has tried all her life to find these twins. Moving on, let's now talk about the characters. Let's start with the mothers. The mothers are Su Yuan who is the mother of Jing Mei and the founder of Joy Luck Club. She has two twins which she had left in China. As she tries to survive the war in China, she abandons her twin infant daughter, hoping their lives will be spared. You can see in the opening of the film that Su Yuan had died, and her daughter Jing Mei carries her mother's goal in life. Then Lindo Zhong is the mother of Waverly. At the age of 2, Lindo's mother arranged the marriage with the matchmaker between her and Wang Tai Tai. She manages to escape her husband and his mother and come to America, where she marries Tin Zhong and has 3 children. Next is Ying Ying St. Clair and her daughter Lina St. Clair. Unlike her friends who came out in poverty in China, she came from a wealthy Chinese family. At her young age, she got married and became pregnant. When her husband abandoned her, she aborted the baby. And later, she married an American named Clifford St. Clair. Lastly, Anne Mei Su, who is the mother of Rose Xu. She witnessed the sufferings of her own mother who killed herself in an effort to ensure her daughter's freedom. At her young age, Anne Mei managed to escape to America, where she married and had 7 children. She considers herself to be an independent and strong woman. Let's now proceed to the daughters. Jing Mei, or also known as June, is the narrator who opened the story and introduced the Joy Luck Club in San Francisco. Even though Jing Mei is good-natured and large-hearted, she lacks ambition and is content to be a copywriter in a small advertising film. She goes to China to meet her long-lost half-sisters and fulfilling her mother's dying wish. Waverly Zhong is a prodigy at chess during her childhood years. As an adult, she became a successful tax consultant and an ambitious, selfish, and strong-willed woman. She is about to marry her second husband, Rich Shields, together with her daughter. Waverly is afraid of her mother's disapproval. That's why she has confused ideas about her mother and her Chinese heritage. Next is Lina St. Clair. She has a husband who is a successful American businessman, namely Harold Devotney. She suffers from an unhappy marriage although she is talented interior decorator. She was being exploited by her husband that refused to share his wealth with her. Rose Hugh Jordan is the wife of Ted, a physician. Rose is often taken for granted. Because she is timid and accepting, when Ted wants to divorce with her, her mother inspired her to stand up for herself. But what happened is that she refused to let Ted walk away and take all her things, especially her home. So they are the main characters of the story. Let's now proceed to the themes. The major themes of the film is about the difficulties of keeping one's background and culture when immigrating to a distant nation. It's a prominent issue in the novel. Although all four of the mothers, Suyuan Yingying, Anne Mei, and Lindo, have terrible experiences in China. They love their native land, even they come to America. So, for the minor themes is about appearance versus reality. All the daughters appear educated and enlightened, completely Americanized. But underneath the appearance, each of them is incomplete and unfulfilled. Even though they appear to be happy and content, the reality, they are all unhappy. Let's discuss about the technical aspects of the film. To sum it up all, the film was good. Based on how they made it, it's like Makasinauna. Together with the theme song, the way they act is very good. It shows in the film how they do things during their times. The way they act shows the strong bond of those mothers who had suffered from their past lives. In my opinion, this movie portrays the courage of the Asian mothers and their difficulty of persevering one's heritage and culture when one immigrates to foreign country. And in their cases, women are not valued very highly. Those who have independent minds and spirits were valued less than the obedient ones. Their life was cheap, especially in wartime, so during those hard days, it still affects later generations. Mother's ability to relate to their daughter is based on things that have never been said aloud. I recommend you to watch this video because you will learn so many things in different culture and heritage, especially for mother and daughter relationship. You will learn a lot and relate in this film and realize something after watching it. Communication and understanding is very important. To sum it up all, the story revolves to the life of each mother and daughter as their relationship to each other. Their experiences during their childhood until at their present time made them strong. After all those challenges and hardships, they still managed to bounce back and they didn't lose hope. That's why this woman has many things to share to each others and take it as their memorable experiences. For me, it's about knowing and understanding each other, despite of their situation, because you never know what are the things they might come through before they become who they are right now. So that's all. I hope you enjoy watching our movie review about the Joy Luck Club. Thank you.